Good evening on this 13th day of March 2023. Trust that you're having a good time. Welcome to KUTV Primetime News. So much lined up for you. But first, let's take a look at the top of our stories this evening. Azimio allied leaders intensifies the coalition's protest rallies in Mtwapa, Kilifi County, ahead of planned 20th mass action. Insufficient evidence. Former Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i off the hook as DPP Haji declines to prosecute. A section of leaders condemn Kindiki's directive to have residents of the North Rift vacate their homes. And Ford Kenya Party objects calls to merge Kenya Kwanza political parties into UDA. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm in the company of ODIHIAMBO, a sign language interpreter. Tonight I am an ODIDA. Remember, today is Money Monday and we're talking about agri-business. Let's get started. The Office of the Directorate of Public Prosecutions, Nordin Haji, has directed the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, Amin Mohammed, to close the inquiry file on former Interior Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i and lawyer Dunstan Omari due to inadequate evidence. The DPP said that no further police action should be taken against Matiang'i and Omari.
Director of Public Prosecution Nordin Haji has rejected the charges leveled against former Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i. According to the DPP, the investigating officers had provided insufficient evidence to warrant charges. The Directorate of Criminal Investigation (DCI) forwarded an inquiry file to the DPP for review and advice on the charges against Matiang'i conspiracy to committing a felony following allegations of a raid at his home and publishing false information with intent to cause panic. According to Lilian Obuo, the Deputy Director of Public Prosecution, and I quote, "Upon independent and thorough analysis of the evidence availed and a review of the statement of the witnesses, the Director of Public Prosecution found that the evidence provided was not sufficient to sustain the above charges against Dr. Fred Matiang'i and his advocate, Mr. Dunstan Omari." This is said to occur just days after Dr. Fred Matiang'i appeared before the officers of the Director of Public Prosecution along with his team of lawyers led by lawyer Dunstan Omari to answer questions regarding what happened at his home. High Court has extended its orders barring the Director of Criminal Investigation (DCI) from summoning lawyer Dunstan Omari over an alleged raid at former CS Matiang'i's current home. The court further ordered DCI not to interfere with the lawyer's daily routine until the case mentioning on April the 18th.
Now, as the 24 hours ultimatum issued by Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki lapsed today, residents of 27 marked areas in Baringo, Laikipia, Samburu and Turkana counties were expected to vacate to pave way for security operations in the areas termed as bandit-prone. Following the ultimatum, the Member of Parliament for Turkana, John Namoit, has opposed the vacation orders, citing that forcing the residents out of their homes without providing alternative homes is not practical.
Following the ongoing security operations in the North Rift, Professor Kithure Kindiki gave a 24 hours ultimatum for residents in 27 marked bandit-prone areas to vacate and allow the second phase of security operations by the government. As residents from the mentioned areas continue to vacate, Turkana South Member of Parliament John Namoit has opposed Kindiki's order, citing that forcing the residents to vacate without providing an alternative destination is not practical. The Member of Parliament has also argued that residents have established businesses and other activities which acts as a source of livelihood for them. According to Professor Kindiki, the vacation order is expected to pave way for the second phase of the security operations in the North Rift, and anyone found within 64 kilometers of the crime scene will be treated as a bandit. The order is among the new measures set by the government to weed out bandits from their hideouts.
Hard to believe as it is, this week alone, bandits have killed nearly a dozen civilians here in Malaso, including a senior chief who was killed not far away from here, and also in neighboring areas of Pura and Kurkuru.
As residents from the bandit-prone areas continue to vacate, most of them move without knowing their next destinations. Ruth Wanjiru for KU TV.
Now, Azimio la Umoja, One Kenya allied leaders today intensified their protest rallies in Mtwapa, Kilifi County, with the agenda of urging Kilifi residents to take part in the Azimio mass action scheduled for March 20th. ODIDA has fired back at Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki, saying that Kindiki's threats will not work on him.
Na hii maandamano itakuwa ya amani. Wale wengine wanatutisha. Kuna mwingine kijana mmoja waziri wa usalama anampata mimi onyo. Raila huyo utaona cha mtema kuni. Niambia bwana wewe hujui sisi ni kina nani?
Ujumbe kwa William Ruto, funga virago na kuondoka State House. Kama hutaki kuondoka, basi fungua sava. Kama ufungui sava, ni thibitisho ya kwamba hata wewe unaelewa tulishinda. Na usipofungua sava na usiondoke, tutakusaidia kufunga virago na kutoka hiyo nyumba.
Juzi tu siku 10 zimepita. Kijana ameuawa kinyama kule Nairobi, anaitwa Jeff. Na huyu Kindiki badala ya kufuata hayo mambo anafikiri anawezana na baba. Afuate mambo ya Jeff. Aonekane justice for Jeff. Hii mambo ya vijana kuuawa kihorera hatutaki Kenya hii. Sawa. Na kuna wale waoga. Hiyo siku watazima simu. Hiyo siku wengine wataambia watapigia mheshimiwa Raila simu kusema nimeuzuiliwa kwangu. Kweli rongo? Ni kweli si kweli? Maja hawezi kufanya hivyo. Kalonzo hatafanya hiyo. Oparanya hatafanya hiyo.
All right, moving on, Ford Kenya Nyanza branch has urged its members to ignore UDS Secretary General Cleophas Malala's call for political affiliates to fold up and join the ruling party. The officials who met in Kisii town claimed Malala's move was not in tune with the current reality in the country. Branch Chairman Charles Mogaka said Kenyans are grappling with insecurity in some parts of the country and will ill afford to be distracted by political party matters. They advised Malala to ensure his party delivered on its mandate instead of delving into sideshows.
Hiyo mambo ya kutuambia ati vyama viungane, sisi wanachama wa Ford Kenya kutoka eneo hili hatutakubaliana na mambo kama hayo. Kwa wakati huu Kenya inaendelea kupigana na jangwa la njaa, ugaidi kule Northeastern, vile watu wetu wananyang'anywa ng'ombe. Saizi sio wakati wa kuambia watu wakuje pamoja wafunje chama zao ili waweze kukua na chama moja.
The Ministry of Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs has identified a total of 970 mineral occurrences across the 47 counties during the nationwide airborne geophysical survey that has been concluded today. According to the Cabinet Secretary Mining Salim Vuria, his ministry will undertake ground truthing on various minerals across the countries.
By April, we will have our first confirmation report for the 15 counties, and then from there we can declare others that will also be part of the process. So that is why we called this meeting, and we have agreed that we are rolling out this process from next week, so that by end of April, then we have a report that we can share.
Now, in the wake of the heated LGBTQ debate ongoing in the country, the Nyanza Deliverance Church of Kenya has joined the rest of the religious domain in denouncing same-sex marriage. Bishop Paul Oselu of the Deliverance Church, while sharing his sentiments, said that the church will not support LGBTQ as it goes against all the norms and practices of the Holy Book.
The plan of God for families is to a man to marry a woman, not a woman marrying a woman or a man marrying a man. So I would say that as a church, we are not for LGBTQ.
And our stand as clergy in this region, we stand opposed to what is going on. We condemn it in the highest sense, because it is not in any sense in the biblical value. God created man and a woman, and that remains up to today, and it can never be changed by the standards of men.
4 people have been arrested and 15 pieces of elephant tusks recovered following intelligence-led operation in Wangige, Kiambu County last night. The operation was led by Director of Criminal Investigations, DCI, in cooperation with Kenya Wildlife Service personnel, KWS. The 4, Daniel Musembi Kimilu, Charles Njomo Okwach, Michael Kimeru Karanja, and Jen Wangui Kerie, are in custody at Kingero Police Station waiting to be arraigned in court. All right, we are taking a very fast short break. At this point, you're coming back with an interview on agribusiness. Stay with us.
Welcome to Children's Corner. Welcome to
Children's Corner. Kurunzi ya kilimo huimarisha afya na uchumi endelevu katika jamii. Ni msingi mkubwa wa kipindi Boresha Kilimo. Kipindi hiki kinajikita katika teknolojia ya kisasa, utafiti na ushirikishaji wa wadau wa kilimo kuonyesha shughuli mbalimbali shambani. Kwa suluhu ya utoshelevu wa chakula, tazama Boresha Kilimo.
Kipindi hewani ni mitindo ya kipwani. Kama ilivyo kipindi hiki kinahusu nyimbo za tarab, chakacha, midwara, midundiko, bila kusahau mapishi. Ambao ndio uti wa mgongo wa pwani ya Afrika Mashariki.
Jamani, swahibu zangu mliopo maskani, hatuonani wenzangu, najua mwanitamani.
Hapa KUTV, nahodha mwendesha chombo cha baharini, yani ua linalonukia na kuvutia waridi tamu.
Naweza sema life ni decisions. Whether uko na do ama uko msoto. Life sana sana uko determined na decisions mtu make daily. But of course, kuna vitu hatungejichagulia. Reason being, tulikuwa watoi. Then tunakuwa exposed kwa predators. Anything ikikuwa attack, inabidi umefight one man. Hata kama wewe ni hardcore, unakuwa an easy target. Na damage inakuwa more. Then baadaye life inakufanyia ile kitu juu ya decision ili kutake only a split second kumake.
Church O'Clock Show. I'm your host, Esther Becky.
And my name is DJ Tero.
We start you off with a word of prayer and get you started with a live transformational worship experience. And have our minds renewed by the word of God on the word segment.
And not forgetting new music za hii wiki, yani ndakuwa bado nawapatia pale wasanii wamekuwa kiwakali. So make sure manzo tune in because zitakuwa zina flow pia pale mixes kwa wingi, yani zitakuwa zina come through, and pia performance yani from our gospel artist hapa on Gospel Art
from 7 to
10 a.m. only on KUTV.
Fashionistas, looking for a show that brings you the latest in the world of fashion, glamour, creativity, and style? Fashion Diaries got you sorted as we explore street fashion, modeling, runways, red carpet events, and so much more.
Catch me, Ashley Asachi, as we unlock the greatest fashion events. Keep it locked.
Okay, I just fixed the leak in the sink. What?
I can't be with you after what happened.
Hello, darling. It's been a while since you graced my humble dwelling with your presence. You think you're better than me, Sahara? Well, it tastes twice as nice when pleasure has a price. Stop it! Oh, it's you. Ready for some big news.
Adventures across the African continent.
See breathtaking wildlife, stunning landscapes,
and out of this world technologies.
Meet incredible scientists
and learn fantastic facts.
Explore, discover, be amazed.
Be part of the next generation of African change makers.
Be a part of Engine, Africa's #1 science discovery program. Yay!
We're learning every day.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Let's continue with our coverage. Now it's time for our discussion of the night. Tonight on our money segment, we have decided to also give farmers a seat at the table right here. I am joined by Andrew Shonko, the founder of an application that is making work easier for farmers in terms of linking them with financial institutions, as well as training farmers on agribusiness best practices. Wonder how that works? Well, me too. Let's find out. Karibu sana to KUTV, Andrew.
Thank you so much.
We are glad to have you here.
Yeah.
Now, just tell us, who is Andrew Shonko?
So first of all, thank you for having me here. My name is Andrew Shonko, and I'm the founder of My Shamba Express, which, as you have said, is an online platform that is offering farmers an opportunity or a place to make the agriculture sustainable, which is our core thing that we are doing. And through this, we have 4 pillars that we're trying to support our farmer, because we believe that it's our work to build a farmer who is complete. So one of the things that we are doing is to train farmer on the matter of best agribusiness practices. We're also offering farmers a platform whereby they can be able to sell their farm produce on the same platform, be able to order farm inputs, and finally, we are also offering farmers training and development. Make sure that it's a wholesome farmer that you are building, and of course link them to financial institution so that they can be able to support the agribusiness practices.
All right, now, Shonko, can you please just now tell us, how does Shamba Express work? This is for somebody who's just watching and has heard you mention all these, how you link up farmers to financial institutions, but is wondering how really does this application work?
First of all, before I actually get there, maybe just to mention that agriculture is one of the most important sector that we have, of course, to our economy, because it plays a very big role in ensuring that we move the economy, because virtually around 33% of the Kenyan GDP comes from agriculture. The biggest employer, especially in the rural area, whereby over 75% of people are employed by agriculture. So we sought and saw that there was a need for us to look for a platform, because right now we are moving into the digital space, be able to digitize agriculture and make it a little bit easier for this farmer. And that is why we came up with this platform called My Shamba Express. So how My Shamba Express works is very easy, because I have said that we've built this especially for the farmer who is there, we can say, in the village. So you just do your registration on My Shamba Express. After doing that, you create your own account, and from your own account you can be able to do all that it pertains, that you can be able to sell your farm produce, because you just take a picture of whatever you are selling, be it wheat, be it tomato, potato, all everything. And here we are not only saying that some of the produces that you grow. We are also looking into dairy farming. We are also looking into poultry farming. We're also looking into fishery. So we are trying to bring the farmer who is out there and link them to the market, which has been one of the biggest challenge that farmers are facing nowadays, because you find others that are producing some of the perishable goods, they are going bad. But with My Shamba Express, you can be able to actually even list the product that you're producing even months before you do your harvest. That means that by the time you're going to harvest your produce, you already have a client, you have already made an inquiry, made an order, and so on. Yeah.
So how does it really impact or transform the lives and business of farmers?
So one of the way that it's impacting the lives of these people is making their life easier, because some of the other thing, apart from now them selling their farm produce there, farmers are also facing the challenge of financing. And what we have done at My Shamba Express, we have created a platform whereby we are linking them to financial institution, because you found that other businesses such as SMEs, you find for them it's normally very easy to access financial aid. But look at what the farmer is going through. They are getting it very tough to be able to access these finances. So we link them to institutions that agri-oriented, so that they can be able to get these loans and so on. And actually, some of these institutions have agreed that they'll be giving farmers this loan, and their produces can actually be used as a collateral, as compared to before, whereby you had to have even maybe a logbook that can be used as a collateral. You need to have a title deed and so on. So it's actually making the work of this farmer very, very easy, that before you even get to that level of now doing the cultivation and so on, you already have some of these assistants. Maybe to also mention something on training and development. We realize realized that most of the farmers that are doing farming, most of them do for domestic use, and some of them who ought or try to go and start doing farming for commercial use, most of them do not last into business. So for us, we come through training and development. We train them on agribusiness best practice. They know the risk that are there with whatever they are planning to farm. So before they even get to that level of starting now to do the farming, they already know that these are the risks that can come across. So how do I avoid this risk, and so on. So that means the farming that they will venture into, it will be sustainable, because our goal is to make sure that when this farmer is entering into this business, it will be sustainable, because most of the farmers have been going through a lot of losses, and with My Shamba Express, we've tried our best to do this, and of course involving small groups, individuals, the county government, and so on, which is actually coming through so well.
All right, now when you say you are linking farmers to markets, which markets specifically? Is it the local market and consumers only, or do you give access to the exporter or rather foreign markets?
Of course, it's not only the local market, but of course, which is the biggest market right now, because we've realized that right now people don't want to move from their offices 5 p.m. and then they go to the market to make their purchases. Most of people want in my office, I'll make an order at My Shamba Express. The order is brought to me. I just leave the office, enter my car, and go home. But by and large, we're also working hard to ensure that we are linking these farmers to foreign market. And before we do that, some of the things that we are doing is to train them on some of the quality and standards that are required when it comes to growing produces that are ready for the export market, because we realize the export market is very delicate, and the farmers have to ensure that the standards have been followed, so that now before they think of now venturing into them, they have the idea that this is the quality and standard that are required. So that is a market that we are actually venturing in, and it's our hope that even as we continue now to equipping this farmer, they'll be able now to start exporting their produce, plus also now linking them with the market that is out there. Apart from now having the market that is local, they can actually be able to produce for the market that is out there, because of course the returns are good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, according to your data, how many farmers use this My Shamba Express at the moment?
According to our platform, I can say both those who are buying and those who are selling. We've actually been there now for around 9 months right now, and for the farmers that already registered with our platform is over 5,000. Those are the ones that are selling, but of course those who are buying are quite a big number that are making orders from our platform, more than 10,000. And our hope and desire is that we'll be able to reach as many farmers as possible, so that they can be able to get the benefit of the digitization of agriculture, which is actually making everything flow seamlessly.
All right, now I have a question here. Now somebody's asking, a farmer in Mashinani now who wants to register for My Shamba Express and sell their products, how do they really go through with this process?
So for a farmer who is there at Mashinani, it's actually very, very simple. You just visit www.myshambaexpress.com. So after opening that website, there are two options that will pop up there. That is either register or register or log in. So if you've not been able to sign up, you just put your details there, and they are very simple. Just your email and of course a password for your account. And then now from that, you can be able to start using this platform, sell your produce and so on. If you already have an account, you actually just log in and start using this platform for your own good. Of course, we have, apart from now selling, we have lots of other materials that we post there. That is educational materials through our blogs that you can be able to read some of the current trends that are there, because I believe apart from main goal, which is giving farmers a platform to sell, they can be able to equip themselves and have knowledge on the market trends and so on.
All right, now Shonko, farmers often complain about brokers and middlemen who buy products at lower prices and later make huge profits off them. How is My Shamba going to revolutionize that?
I think actually one of the reasons as to why My Shamba Express was informed is to try and break this barrier of having like 3, 4, 5 brokers between you and the buyer who is buying your product. Because right now everything is on your and at the palm of your hand. You can be able to choose, this is the seller that I'm going to sell to, this is the actually this is the buyer that I'm going to sell to. So My Shamba Express is actually one of the things that will be able to help you avoid these brokers, because it's a buyer to seller platform. There are no brokers between there. You just go direct to the buyer, and of course, I have said there are multiple buyers who will make inquiries or make orders from you. So from you can be able to choose that the highest bidder, this is the person that will be able to sell to. So you have the option. The choices are there for you.
All right, now with My Shamba, is it an accessible platform all over the country or just specific parts?
It's actually not a local product. It's actually an international product. And an international product, this means that anybody who is outside Kenya can be able actually to make orders from you. So it's not localized. We say that it's a local business, but for the international market. You can be able to make order from wherever you are, because I believe even one of the things that we have in our strategic plan, because we are looking to also creating employment for other people and so on, is actually be able to venture into other countries, Tanzania, Uganda, Nigeria, and even the whole world, because these are business that we are prospecting that even as we started here locally, at a very short period of time, we'll be able to reach out there, because I believe even as we look for the foreign market, it's a platform that can be used anywhere in the world.
Right, when you say My Shamba is international, does it mean that it opens your buyers and sellers to the export market?
Yeah, of course. That is one of the things that we make sure that it's there, because we've actually been having even people from other countries making inquiry on our platform. We've been having companies that are selling farm inputs from other countries, asking if they can be able to list with us, countries from Asia, because as you know, Asia is one of the countries whereby they produce a big number of farming, that is pesticides, seeds, and so on. So we've actually been working on partnering with some of the companies from those countries. That means My Shamba Express is a platform that is seen all over the world. And it's our desire and prayer that we'll reach to that level whereby, apart from now farmer sourcing market internationally for themselves, we'll have a team that will be assisting to do that. And just to mention that this platform, we are hoping that we'll get also support, especially from the county government, the national government, the NGOs, and so on, because we are looking into one of the very, very key sector, as I had said earlier, that is very, very important to the growth of our economy, creating employment, and so on. A big number of youth are looking for employment. So if we can be able now to support this one, I believe that even as the years go by, we are looking at Amazon of agriculture very soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, does this platform, My Shamba, maybe give farmers relevant information on farming best practices that are that meet international market standards? I mean.
Yeah, of course. We really consider, because as I have said, this is a platform that is international. So even some of the content that we are writing there, especially on our blog posts, you'll be able to realize their posts that good research has been done there to ensure that even as we give people information on how the market is, the current trends in various sectors, because right now if you look at agriculture, there are lots of innovation that is coming up, whereby you can be able to see people are now using drones and so on. So these are some of the things that we are looking into to ensure that even as the people engage with our platform, they have a feeling that this is not a local product that we are using. This is a platform that is connecting us even to the outside world. And one of the other things that we are doing as we organize this workshop for farmers is to also be able to invite people who are in the agricultural sector to come and talk to our farmers, to come and be able to equip them with knowledge on what is happening in the agricultural field. We're also looking forward to giving even farmers a platform whereby they can be able to travel to other nations and go and benchmark and see what is happening there, how is agriculture being done there, so that they can be able to get this knowledge. And as they come back, they can also be able to talk to some of the farmers in the local areas to make them understand that agriculture is not about jembe. There is too much, especially on the value chain. And also our desire is that the government on its hand, it will be able to make more investment, especially on the value chain of agriculture, from production all the way to having the final product, so that we can be able not only produce, we can be able to not to export some of the raw products that we are exporting. Yes.
All right, now Shonko, as we wind up now, where can somebody find you? Somebody who wants to follow up with this topic that we have just discussed right now on My Shamba.
We are on social media. They can be able to reach us on social media, all platforms. That is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We now have TikTok. You can be able to YouTube and so on. You can be able to reach us on My Shamba Express. My Shamba Express, you can be able to reach us, talk to us. We are organizing trainings each and every day, because we believe the first thing that a farmer needs is knowledge. Then from knowledge, the know-how of doing the agriculture, now they can be able to go to the farm and do other things. So talk to us, reach us today, plus also you have a phone number that you can be able to either send us message or call us or tell us these are some of the challenges that you are going through. Can you be able to come and visit our farms and so on? So you can call us on 0738 605 123. 0738 605 123, or on all our social platforms. You can be able to check us out on at My Shamba Express, or reach out on me, Andrew Shonko, on all platforms.
All right, thank you so much. I'm trusting that farmers in our audience will try their luck with My Shamba and give us feedback. We are taking a very second short break at this point. We're coming back with so much more. Stay with us.
Naweza sema life ni decisions, whether uko na do ama uko msoto. Life sana sana uko determined na decisions mtu make daily, but of course kuna vitu hatungejichagulia. Reason being, tulikuwa watoi, then tunakuwa exposed kwa predators. Anything ikikuwa attack, inabidi umefight one man. Hata kama wewe ni hardcore, unakuwa an easy target, na damage inakuwa more. Then baadaye life inakufanyia ile kitu juu ya decision ili kutake only a split second kumake.
Hello everyone, this is the new chapter of Let's Be Fit. I'll be host DiCaplo. I'm here to give you various workouts. I'll be having different trainers. We'll have Zumba classes, we'll have aerobics classes, we'll have box exercise, we'll have kata box.
Lola ni programu inayokupa fursa ya kutizama video zozote pindi tu unapokuwa na nafasi. Hadithi za kukupa motisha, drama, maisha ya vyuo vikuu, teknolojia, masuala ya jamii, kuzuru maeneo tofauti, spoti, burudani na zaidi. Pata programu ya Lola sasa kwenye rununu yako kwa yote unayohitaji.
A loving husband and father. Nothing is too good for my daughter. An ambitious businessman with a dark secret. A girl with a whole life in front of her, plunging into a marriage that she did not choose with the wrong man.
I'm not ready to marry Zewa.
But who is the right one? I love Nambi. A rock star, living the dream. But the babes keep chasing me, I guess. It ain't easy being famous. Especially with so many glamorous women around. A woman hell-bent on revenge.
He will pay.
Seductive, dangerous. She is a predator. Everybody needs it. Everybody wants it. They will do anything to get it. Love and wealth.
This is your first time? Yeah, I'm kind of scared, but I can do this. Mess with me. Yeah, let's do this, man.
Welcome back. Let's continue. Now, Elgeyo Marakwet County Governor Wesley Rotich has today called for an audit of human resources in his county. This comes as the governor received complaints from the public on the existence of ghost workers in the county. Governor Rotich contracted the Institute of Human Resources to conduct the 5-day exercise that will see all staff presenting letters of appointments and professional certificates. Rotich has warned the staff who will not participate in the audit that their names will be expunged from the list of employees in the county.
So the fact that you are not even coming for an audit means you are not even coming to office in the first place. So if your name does not appear in this audit, please don't blame us. Immediately after the audit comes out, we will expunge all the names of those people who have not participated, and then we now clean our records once and for all.
The Law Society of Kenya LSK in Embu County has raised alarm over the probability of having non-qualified members of staff in government offices following what they termed as verification of documents by quacks masquerading as advocates. The LSK members in the company of Directorate of Criminal Investigations DCI stormed the Kenya School of Government in Embu, where county government officials were conducting staff audit.
Member of the Law Society of Kenya LSK Embu County Karemi Gwantai has stated that they have arrested 2 ladies who are alleged to be conducting the verification exercise of the certificates on behalf of the advocates who are not at the scene.
That there were persons who were masquerading or carrying themselves as advocates, certifying and verifying documents pretending to be advocates. And when we came in, we found a number. We managed to nab 2 of them. The rest of them scattered, and we managed to recover some stamps.
The lawyers have also warned Kenyans to be extra careful when seeking services from advocates, adding that they should take time to verify whether they are genuine and also to check whether the advocates have the required standards.
For now, we will not raise any form of alarm, first of all. But we'll say this, that before any Kenyan gets a stamp from an advocate, please verify that advocate is a member of the Law Society of Kenya.
And we say now that it is time for us to stand together and fight the people who misrepresent us and who pose as advocates.
Lawyers are also accusing the county government of abetting anomalies by asking the staff to have documents certified by a specific law firm at a standard rate of Kenya shillings 200 for all documents. Wilson Tobiko, KU TV.
Over 2,000 troubled Kaga shareholders in Maragwe, Murang'a County can finally receive their title deeds after 30 years of waiting. Area Member of Parliament Mary Waithera Wamaua led the exercise of title deed issuance in Kaga, terming it as a step forward in service delivery to the people, including ensuring that police stations in chief camps are brought closer to the people.
The troubled Kagaa farmers in Maragua, Murang'a County were a happy lot after they were issued with title deeds after 30 years of battle. The issuance of the title deeds exercise kicked off with Maragua Member of Parliament Mary Wamaua promising the residents that she would start developments in the area. This comes barely months ago when the shareholders had locked horns with former government liquidators who had taken up their farm over debts and were demanding every shareholder to pay 303,300 Kenya shillings in their plots, failure to which they risked losing their land.
Nataka kusema kazi ambao inatugoja na inagoja wakaaji wa area hii ni kubwa.
The chairman of Kagaa Farmers Cooperative Society, Jironyaga, thanked the government, saying they would speed up the exercise to ensure every member would have their title deed.
Hii maneno ya titling itapanua na ileta services zingine ambazo walikuwa wanaendea bali.
And we had a meeting that was not very peaceful. And as a government, we took the responsibility of changing the liquidators who had been appointed.
The issuance of title deeds will enable the residents of access to bank loans and ensure that are secured in land ownership. Reporting for KUTV, Dorothy Musyoka.
Kenya has been affected by the biting drought that has been projected to leave 5.4 million people without water and food between this month up to June. In Kilifi, Ganze sub-county, the most affected area by drought disaster, has always relied on relief food for survival. Farmers in the area are now manufacturing cassava to help in the season, as Dorothy Musyoka reports.
For the last 7 seasons, various parts of Kilifi County have not experienced rainfall, a situation that has left residents without food. A project of cassava value addition initiated 5 years ago, entailing planting of Tajirika cassava that has been established to be drought resistant, could soon change the narrative and make the area food secure. Philip Duria, the coordinator of Mali Shambani Aggregation Center in Kilifi, says the project has been able to fight against famine as they are able to produce a variety of foods that help people get food in the drought-stricken areas.
Ilikuwa ni kwamba tuweze kujikwamua toka katika ile hali ya ukosefu wa chakula katika jamii.
Ganze MP Kenneth Kazungu, who was also present, said it was time the residents of Ganze embraced the cassava farming and move away from the traditional maize, which was not doing well due to the droughts.
Nadhani wengi wetu sasa tumekubali kubadilisha mtazamo wetu ili tuangalie badala ya kushikilia ukuzaji wa mahindi ambayo haifanyi vizuri hapa.
Kilifi County Executive Committee member for Agriculture, Livestock and Blue Economy has assured that the county government will buy cassava seedlings for Kilifi farmers so as to enable them increase the acreage. Reporting for KUTV, Dorothy Musyoka.
All right, now let's take a look at what's happening in the world of sports. George Campillo has won the magical Kenya Open with a 2-shot victory, ending a 3-year winless run on the DP World Tour. On the DP World Tour victory are the Muthaiga Golf Club securing a 3rd tour victory for the Spaniard, who played in his first DP World Tour event as a professional. The DP World Tour heads to South Africa for back-to-back events. Kenya Premier League leaders Gor Mahia have opened a 5-point gap at the top of the table after edging out Bidco United 1-0 at Nyayo National Stadium. On-form striker Benson Omala continued with his impressive show by scoring the lone goal in the 18th minute after mishap in the Bidco defense. This was the 19th goal for the Kisumu Day alumnus with 15 matches still left to play. Omala is only 7 goals shy of reaching the record of the all-time FKFPL record goal scorer Maurice Sonyochin, who scored 26 goals for Gor during the 1976 season. Gor have now amassed 41 points from 19 matches. And finally, Barcelona restored their 9-point lead at the top of La Liga with a narrow victory at Athletic Bilbao. Rafinha hit the winner with a drilled effort in first half injury time, with Barca goalkeeper Marc-Andre Tastigen making several fine saves to deny Bilbao from equalizing after Inaki Williams' goal was ruled out after lengthy video assistant referee's check. Following the victory, Xavi's side extended the advantage over rivals Real Madrid. The two rivals are set to meet in El Clasico at the NU camp on Sunday. All right, thank you so much for staying with us. We have come to the end of our bulletin tonight. See you tomorrow for an interview on the state of the nation with Kaiser Obed. My name is Anne ODIDA. I'm in the company of Evans ODIAMBO with a sign language interpreter tonight. Have a good night.